Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We're a band of brothers standing tall, bound by soil and the southern call. Through fields of gold, through fire and ash, we hold our ground, we'll never crash. Hurrah, hurrah, we raise it high, the bonny blue beneath the sky. Hurrah, hurrah, it shines afar, that bonny blue flag with its single star. Our rights were forged in honest hands. We plowed the fields, we worked the lands. When danger came, we made our stand. A simple star, a bold demand. Hurrah, hurrah, we raise it high, the bonny blue beneath the sky. Hurrah, hurrah, it shines afar, that bonny blue flag with its single star. And battles grim, our anthem sung a sacred hymn. The star, it gleams, it lights the way for those who fight and those who stay. Single star.
Yes, indeedy, the bonny blue flag with the single star. And if you hear that music, it means only one thing. It's about announcements about the United Fire Eaters. Yes, tonight, folks, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Please get your favorite beverage, which mine happens to be a two-fisted cup of coffee, nice and popping hot, and 2 sugars and a little bit of milk. So, folks, tonight we have Mindy, board member of the SIA. We have Joshua, a board member of the SIA. The SIA stands for Southern Independence Association. They have both promised to be here, and they both promised that they will be updating us as to the conversations taking place in the upper rooms of the Confederacy, where the little guys like me have no access to. So they have to bring the access down to us. And they'll be talking about whatever it is that they talked about last week. We also have Matthew Holmes, a good friend of mine. Hey, Barbara Amons, how you doing? Barbara, this is going to be a short shout out about tonight's broadcast. The United Fire Eaters, we meet again. It's a Tuesday. And it's going to be Mindy and Joshua of the Southern Independence Association. They're both board members. They're going to be talking about their meeting and what was discussed, or at least what they can discuss with us little guys, and to update us as to what's going on with the South. Matthew Holmes, as you all know, is a friend of mine. He's also an author. He's a historian. And I can't help but say nothing but good things about his 6 books. A 7th one is on the way. And since I just mentioned that, how about I share the image of the up-and-coming 7th book, which, if I am correct, is going to be released to Amazon on January 20th. And there it is, folks. It is called The Confederate South, Our Maps Don't Lie by Matthew Holmes. I'm not sure what the price is going to be yet. I know it is a big, 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 big book. He has indicated that it is bigger than the one I'm currently still reading. This one here, what I have in my hands, it's called The War That Never Ended. Secede Your Mind from the Modern World. It's a very good book. It's got all kinds of historical things about the different wars that the United States was in. But as you can see, it is a big book as opposed to the other ones. I'm halfway through. He has promised that this next book, the 7th book, is going to be larger than this one. He has also promised that when it's released, he's going to get me a copy so I can read it and then do a live broadcast with him to talk about the book. Now, this book here is ahead of my hand, The Road to Hell and Back. Folks, if you ever had questions about how the English government treated the colonials prior to us becoming a nation, read this book. I think it's $15. You can get it on Amazon. Okay. It explains how the colonials built this fort. They're living life. They're enjoying. They're planting crops. They're multiplying, and they're living peacefully. And all along comes the English soldiers, along with their native tribe allies, and they attacked the fort. There was 3,000 people there. By the time the story ends, there's less than 2,000. It really makes you hate the English. I hate to say it, but it does. This one here is called Blood in the Mountains, the life of Private Nathan Holmes in the 63rd Virginia Infantry Regiment, Company A. This book is about Matthew's ancestors, okay? It is a good book about the various battles that this particular guy and his family were involved in. Very historically correct. It has stats. It has all kinds of research material to prove the authenticity of it. This one here is called The Spirit of Vengeance. This one here is about his 3rd great granduncle who owned the farm, and during the war, and the Union soldier came up to him, tried to force him to turn over land. He said no. The Union soldier shot him twice in the back of the head. And then the book is about the vengeance that his family takes on the Union soldiers. Hell in a Cell, again, about his ancestors. This one here is about 2 of them who were taken prisoner and about their experience in prison. And it gives you an idea of what life was like for a prisoner in a Union camp. Not saying that perhaps the same might not be said of the Confederate prisoner of war camps. I don't know about those. This one here was totally caught me by surprise. This one here is called Chemtrails Over Dixieland. It's about, obviously, chemtrails and the poison that's being left loose in the air above the southern states. It's also about the Epstein files. It's about pedophilia. And it's more of a political book. Again, a very good read, but you should get your hands on this. Matthew has indicated if you buy all 6 books directly from him through Facebook Messenger, he'll bundle it together, he'll sign them, and he'll reduce the cost for you if you're interested. Okay, so please reach out to him about that particular offer that he's given to the people. Okay, I just want to do one other thing here for my dear friend. When you see that, my dear friend Benjamin Walker, who is also an author, a historian of sorts, but he comes from a different uh, a different path. His is not historically correct with research and stuff like that. His is more of a sci-fi kind of thing. Okay. It was the book I read was timely because I read it around Halloween time, and it's about witchcraft, sorcery. It's about during the war between the North and the South, and it's about how this Southern soldier turned to witchcraft, and how the Union soldiers had to come to fight his daughter because she was removing the energy source from the children to make herself stronger. So what I did was, here's this book, The Legend of Willow's Hollows by Ben Walker. It's a thin book, but the pages are big, so it works out about the same as Matthew-sized books. So what I did was, as I was reading it, I was using Suno.com, $10 a month. I love it. That's why I promote it. And I created some songs, just been taking sentences throughout the reading of this to promote him as well as the book. So I'm going to play this song real quick. I'm going to read some notes that came to me, see what's going on with that, and then get on with why I'm here right now with you guys. Okay, so here we go.
He walked alone where shadows bend. A pact was made, no start, no wind. Whispers rise like smoke through air. Hector Crowley's name beware.
That's the warlock.
Oh, Hector Crowley, the warlock's flame burned too bright for the devil's game. A caution carved in the midnight stone. His fight was fierce, but he died alone. Union's banner stitched with thread of hope and blood, the living and dead. Power calls with the sirens wail, but Hector's tale never pale. The stars can't hide what the dark reveals. A soul that fought but lost the deal. Oh, Hector Crowley, the warlock's flame burned too bright for the devil's game. A caution carved in the midnight stone. His fight was fierce, but he died alone. Ashes fall where the fire once roared. His voice echoes through the endless war. He stood for love, he fell for pride. Now the Union calls from the other side. Oh, Hector Crowley. Oh, Hector Crowley. Oh, Hector Crowley. Oh, Hector Crowley.
Yes, Hector Crowley. What the hell did you do? You turned to the other side and you practiced witchcraft, taking the power source from the children to make your daughter more powerful than yourself. Ah, shame on you. And in the end, he did die. and his daughter fought the good fight. She killed a lot of Union soldiers, but she was captured. So I am trying to get Ben to understand you can't just let it be the one book. You can do a prequel. Why did this sergeant of the Confederacy want to be a warlock? How did he get his powers? How did his daughter get her powers to be more powerful than he? Postscript. She's captured. She's alive. Can she not regain her powers in prison? Can she not come back and reap judgments against the Yankees? I'll convince him. You watch. And Zach Grady, he is watching. He tells me, Randy, I have the Chemtrails book. It is well worth a few bucks. Thank you for buying it, for supporting my friend Matthew Holmes. Okay, like I said, this is going to be a short broadcast, simply because I'm here to announce what's going on tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Show only about the South. Everything good about the South. Some bad thing about the South, some good thing about the South. It's going to be Matthew Holmes talking about he had a lot of projects, folks. I'll let him explain that. Ben Walker, he's going to talk about he wants to write another book, and it's totally different, and it's up to him. But I need to know what happened here. So I'm going to try and convince him to make those books first. But it's up to him. He's the author. I'm just the reader and the marketing guy for his books. So Ben, if you're watching, I want some more books about the witchcraft and warlocks. Anyways, so, and also Alex Wisnut, open disclosure, he is a client of mine for Genealogy. He's also my general of the Carolina Grey Ghosts. Okay. Also tonight will be Mindy Hergert and Joshua. Oh my goodness, I forgot his last name. Give me one. Oh my goodness, my mind, my brain, where is it? Joshua, what is your last name, Ba? It is Gilmore. Joshua Gilmore. They're both board members of the Southern Independent Association. They are going to be here tonight to talk about what is going on in the South, and you'll be very surprised. Also, a possibility, don't know for sure. Hey, my keyboard just died. It went dark. What happened here? Al Sidman might be here as a guest. He kind of said he's interested. A couple of people have expressed interest in being live. Okay, so we may have more than that. But the point of it is, folks, without you, this show is nothing. And I've had some really good comments after the fact, like the reruns, like the VCR. You record your program, you set the machine up at 7 o'clock to record it, and then you go back, a day later. Oh yes, remember I recorded that. I'm going to sit here and watch it and drink some beer or whatever, and you sit there and you watch it, and then that's when I see these all these comments. It's like, oh my goodness, look at all these comments. I didn't see them there before. I'm so sorry, folks, for getting. Oh, I gotta share this, folks. Thank you, Matthew. You made my day, buddy. There, folks. You gotta enjoy the laugh. Here you go. You got to enjoy the laugh. There we go. Oh my goodness! It is a Confederate snowman, and he's a member of the Southern Independent Association. Oh, that's a sad snowman, but it made me laugh. Thank you, Matt, for sharing it with me. Anywho, God, where was I? So tonight is going to be talking about the South. There's going to be things going on in the South. There's probably possibly some new guests. Oh yeah, about the comments. Please keep in mind, folks, if you're watching the after show, I have reached out to my board members of my group. Said, look, we got to get more proactive on watching these shows, on watching these comments, and responding to them in a timely fashion. So actually, and might be picking up a new client because of the show. Also, might be picking up a new person who might be interested in being on the show. And I did respond to some of the comments, so please. I know the viewership has been phenomenal. The one broadcast we did had over 400. Another one's over 350. The comments are off the wall. I've had very good compliments about the show, about how I'm on the path to being another Joe Rogan and a Glenn Beck. I hope, my God, I hope wouldn't that be cool? Be a Glenn Beck, Randy version, and we're talking about the South. Oh, wouldn't that be great, guys? So I won't tell you who said that because I don't want I don't want any flashback or feedback or splashback or whatever the back is. But no, it did not go to my head either. I'm a humble guy, very humble. The program normally only lasts 1 hour. I try to keep it that way because people get bored after an hour and a half. You know what I mean? And a 3-hour show, oh my God. Not if it was a World War II movie. I can sit through a 3-hour World War II movie if the actors were good and the action was good. I could do that. But having said all that, folks, Zach and Barbara, like I said, this is a quick shout out for tonight's show at 7 o'clock. Don't know about Thursday yet. There are 12 active members of the board for the United Fire Eaters. So I'm trying to split the 12 into 2 separate shows. If nothing else, I might do my own show to promote a reenactors or something like that. One thing I really I like to show is the when I find some very interesting things about my clients and how did I please tell me I did, didn't I? How sometimes I find very interesting things like Brad Owens. He's also a board member of the SIA. Okay, so it's working. Okay, and he's going to be coming on board come January, but he knew that he had ancestors who fought for both the North and the South, but he didn't know quite who, what, where, and when. And as a prelude to January, I started doing some stuff for him, and he has quite astonished about what I was able to find for him. I do want to show you the reason why I said about doing broadcasts concerning people's ancestors, and sometimes I find really interesting things about the ancestors. I want to show this one thing real quick. Yeah, this one here. I'll show this one here. I'm going to play. So again, Jennifer Wisnet, open disclosure, she's a client of mine. She is Alex's wife. That's why the last name are the same. And I found a really neat connection to the Scottish. I mentioned this before once or twice, but I want to play the music that I created from the poem. Sir Walter Scott wrote this poem about this guy, Willie Kinmont Armstrong. The poem was like 4 pages long. So I took little bits and pieces of it, like 5 or 6 sentences, threw it into Suno. And I swear to God, people, the songs that come out when I create these things, it's almost like Suno read the book. Suno read the poem. It jives. And I don't know how I know it's a computer. Trust me, I know it's a computer. I just don't know how it jives so damn well. But I want to show this to you folks here. Bring us in here. And I'm going to play one song. To the right is a drawn artwork that's supposed to represent Jennifer's ancestor. Here we go. Bum, 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 bump. Here we go. Now this one song here is towards the end of the poem. It's where he's been arrested. He's being charged with sedition, with murder, and so forth, and theft, and he's facing the gallows. His people come to rescue him. They manage to rescue him, but it's only a very short-lived um, rescue. He does get recaptured, and he goes back to prison, eventually hung. But this song here tells about how his soldiers did kill one of the soldiers who was holding him. So here we go.
The wind was howling loud and raw as we left the Spanish shore bank so near. It whipped and roared, and the rain it poured like ghosts were crying in our ear. But the castle loomed like a shadow tall, and we crept like whispers along the wall. Beneath the castle wall we crawled, no moon to light, no stars to call. Ladders raised and breath held tight. The dark was ours, we owned the night. Buckled himself was first to climb, his courage bold, his eyes like flame. He grabbed the guard with a hunter's might and left him gasping in his shame. If peace were gone, if wars were made, you'd find your end beneath my blade. Beneath the castle wall we crawl, no moon to light, no stars to call. Ladders raised and breath held tight. The dark was ours, we owned the night.
Yes, indeed. We own the night. We own the night. Um, like I said, it's almost like Sunu read the poem, and it just blows my mind how it knows. It lives. It lives. But anyways, folks, David Nobar, a friend of mine, he is here with us as well. Hey, how you doing? And Matt Holmes, author, historian. I don't know if you saw my talking about you, Matt, but also just take notes on Zach Rada, bought your book about the chemtrails. So you have that going on. So, folks, the southern states, like, okay, and again, open disclosure, I was not born in the southern state, okay? I was born a Yankee. The reason why I love the South so much because their beliefs are so close to what mine are, and the people from the South have adopted me. I am what they call a copperhead. Okay, but as nasty as that sounds, a copperhead snake's a pretty nasty snake, right? So yeah, yep, Matt. I showed the picture of the Confederate SIA snowman. I got a kick out. I really laughed at. I really appreciate that you sharing that with me, Matt. The southern states, without them, I don't think we would have had a constitution. I don't think we would have went to war against England. To be honest with you, to be honest, okay. And should war come to our shores again, without the southern states, I don't think we'd win. The folks in the north are too wishy-washy, you know. And I won't go into details. This is not a political broadcast. But I think without the southern states and those who believe in the Confederate way of life, if war came to our shoreline, we wouldn't win. My personal opinion, for what it's worth. Okay. I mean, how many northern families do you know go out hunting, in sub-zero weather with their kids? How many northern people do you know who teach their kids how to properly use rifles? How many people do you know in the north who actually go out and dig holes in the ground and burrow and make little underground rooms to sleep in? Not many, at least not to my knowledge. If war comes, I'm with them down south. And they promised to come get me. They better keep their promise. But anyways, folks, tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, please join us for another good evening of talking about the South, just having a good old time. And I appreciate you folks. I really, truly do. Like I said, without you guys watching and making comments after the fact, why am I here? Shout out to the guy who recommended these headphones. These are, what's it called? It's a German name. It's a German name. And his name's not on here, is it? Well, give me 1 second. I'm going to grab that name for you. Because for those of you who do broadcasts, you should get one of these. It is find the American version of the instructions. Yeah, right. Bum, 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 bum. Where's the English version? P, D. Yeah, I love these. Sennheiser. Sennheiser. Sennheiser Pro headphones. They are high definition. I tell you, when I first had these on and I was listening to the music, it was like being in a 3D movie theater. The sound is phenomenal. So my third monitor, my headphones, I might do a couple more things to make my studio finalize. But let's see. I'm sorry, guys. So Alex's topic tonight is going to be about how he's going to talk about how the Southern heritage and Confederate groups need to be working together to the promise of our cause. Together we can say it. Okay, so we'll wait for that. You'll see what the conversation is about. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. But folks, I got to jump off. I got to get some things prepared for tonight. Please, 7 o'clock p.m. To those who are watching, are going to be panel members, 6:45 p.m. I'll be sending invitations out to you to do a sound and audio check. That's very important, guys. Okay? No background noises, if possible. Okay? And we'll have a good time. To those who are viewers, thank you for viewing before and after. Like I said, 400 plus views. It's a pretty good show. And I appreciate that. The numbers keep going higher. My group, the last I looked, let me do a quick check you out here. The United Fire Eaters is at 230 members. So we went from 24 like 5 days ago to 230. The numbers keep growing, and I appreciate that. I truly do. It shows that those of you who love the South, and look, there's my pretty face right there, live show. That reminds me, for those of you who are watching, depending on where you're watching the broadcast from, if you write comments, I'm going to try and open up as many screens as I can, like I have right now. Let me show you here. So this one here, there we are. This one here is on my All Roads to Home Genealogy page. This one here is my live EV Mux. This one here is my Col Randall Rhodes page. I'm also using a cell phone. I'll be using the iPad over here. I'm going to try and have as many screens open so I can see the comments, okay, and respond in a timely fashion. So if I don't catch your comments, please go to one of those groups and make your comment seen there so I can be a good host and respond as soon as I can. So tonight, folks, 7 o'clock p.m., bring your favorite beverage or snack and get prepared to hear about the South. With that, guys, I'm getting out of here. You take care.